Hi guys, and welcome back to Dane's Flips for another episode. So, in case you don't know, my name's Dane. I'm a part-time reseller on eBay and Vinted alongside my full-time proper job. I go around the car boots, charity shops, house clearances, and I see what I can find and see if I can make a profit on it. Today's just a bit of a sales update and to show you what I've managed to pick up today from around the car boots. So we'll start off with what I picked up. So this is one of the first finds of the day. So it is a Star Wars lightsaber. I'm quite happy with it because it is fully working. I'll turn it on for you. Where's the button? There it is. So it's fully working, mate. Don't turn on. There we go. It's motion censored. Does all the sound effects. And when it turns off. Yeah, I picked that up from £4 for the car boot. And I'm hoping that'll fetch maybe 20 quid. I did have a blue one before, just the normal lightsaber. Hasbro one seemed to get about 20 quid. People sometimes repaint the handles for cosplay and stuff like that. But yeah, I picked that one up for £4, so I'm quite happy with that. Hoping to get about 20 quid for that. I will still be pick up and a massive bag outside of me. Oh, this was a good one. So I was driving home from the car boot and it was just a fish bubble lamp. Somebody was doing a little yard sale as I was driving home from the car boot and I picked that up for £2. Not too sure on what I'll make on that, but I think my money's safe at £2. It does fully work, it has been tested. I do test everything, and if it doesn't, it goes in the bin. Then we've got this one. If you watch my previous videos, I sold a Callaway golf shirt. They always fetch maybe £7 to £10, something like that. Yeah, I sold this Callaway one. So I saw this one and picked this up. If I can get it the right way around, it might be better. Yeah, so this is just a Nike dry fit golf shirt. It is a Nike one. Nike tick on it there somewhere. Yeah, so that was picked up for free. That was from a clearance. Somebody gave it me out of an ass clearance. So yeah, if you can ever see golf shirts and clothes, don't be afraid to get them. They always seem to sell clothes eventually. Some of them you do sit on for a long time, but they do go eventually. What else have we got? Whoa. Yeah, this one I got off a bidding site on Facebook. So it's just your bread bin. There, it is new. I paid £5.10 for this on a bidding site, but you've got the coffee decanters, you've got your tea, your sugar. I like this one because it comes with a butter tin, and it has also got the toast rack with it. So yeah, that's a 7-piece set there. And I said I picked that up off Facebook bidding page on Facebook group. Like I said, I think that was £5 to £5.10. So it is brand new. So I'm hoping to get about £20 to £25 for that. Hoping. I've just gone off what eBay have said it's roughly worth, because I wasn't too sure, but I thought at a £5 my money's pretty safe there. So I'll just get that bit packed away, guys. I am working in a really small space, so that's why I probably look quite close up. There we go. That'll be frightening me in the middle of the night. We'll turn that off. Yeah, I work out my caravan. All my storage is in here, so I have to be very cautious with the space I've got. Oh, that's just fell over. Next, I picked up the Converse boots. These come from a charity shop. I paid £3 for these, I believe it was. I've got it wrote down. I do write it down. So I can remember. Yeah, I picked these Converse up for £3. I'm hoping to fetch about £20 for these. They are sought after brand, model of the brand, sorry. I'm not a shoe expert by any means. I just sometimes see Converse and stuff like that, and if I think the price is cheap enough, I will pay £2 or £3 for them and take a chance. You know, if you can't gamble a couple of quid here and there, you're probably not in the right business. because sometimes you can buy stuff and you can be sat on it for months and months. I've got a massive box of Lego down the side of my seats, and there's probably the best part of 500 quid in it worth of Lego, and I've been sat on it months and months and months and months, and nobody wants to pay the price I want for it. And I'll just leave it. I'll lower it by a couple of quid every now and again and see if it'll eventually go. But if not, it'll either go to auction or I'll do a car boot eventually myself when I've got enough stock that I think, right, it's time to take off eBay, and it'll just go there. But yeah, what else did we pick up? Yeah, so we've got this colour changing LED diffuser there. That is all working, boxed. It isn't brand new, it is pre-loved, but I paid £4 for that one, and it is all working. I'm hoping I think I'd probably get £10 for that at a minimum. Not 100% sure, but at £4, try and flip it into 10, it's £6 profit. What else did we get? Yeah, we got the lamp. Now, I've not tried to sell one of these before, but I do watch other resellers online. It's like the Pixar lamp, innit? So it is fully working. I don't know exactly how much I'll get for that because I've never sold one before and I haven't listed it yet. But I paid £3 for that, so I'm hoping that I will get my money back at least. But you never know in this game. What else have we got? That is just the wire for the fish bubble lamp. Ah yes, I picked this up. It is a dragon statue. It all lights up on the inside. I haven't got batteries in it at the minute. If I do get anything new, once I've listed it, I always take the batteries out of it because I don't want it to erode in the battery case. Now, I paid £5 for this. I normally fetch about 20 quid for these. I do quite well on the Gothic in Nemesis now stuff, but I didn't realise when I picked it up, it has got a chip on one of the wings. So I will still list it. I'll list it and I'll mention that the wing has got a chip in it. I'll probably colour that in a bit silver or something like that. But all in all, I'd hope to fetch £10 back on that, even with the chip. But at minimum, I'll get the £5 back. I've got no doubt about that because this stuff does sell really well. I sell the Nemesis Now mugs for £20 each all day long. Bread and butter when I can find them for me. And then this is the last of my car boot. Oh no, this was a charity shop, I do apologise. It says I'm a witch most of the time on that one, so it's just a little woman's purse. I was struggling for stuff to find on the day because I do go to the charity shops most days after work if I've got time, but I was just struggling for something to find in there, and I paid £2.50 for that. I'd like to think I'll make a fiver on it, so I'll only make a couple of quid, but all these little items where you think you're only going to make a pound on them or something like that, it all adds up. Don't be afraid to get the items that will only make you a pound, £1.50. All these £1.50s add up eventually, and it is easy to make money. So yeah, I'd like to think I'd make a couple of quid on that at least. Oh yes, this one from the car boot. Stuck to some bubble wrap. Sorry, I apologise, bouncing you back. I got the brand new Chromecast there. That is new, still sealed. I paid £5 for that off the car boot. I've never sold one before, but I'm hoping at least 20 quid. Hoping, but at a fiver, my money's safe. I know I'll definitely get a fiver back for it, but I'd like to think about £20 on that one. This is why it's nice to do the sales updates and I'm doing the videos, because you'll now see the stuff coming in and the stuff going out as well, so you'll be able to see how much profit we actually make. What else we got in here? Yes, so I brought it's just again a Gothic. It's a candle holder at the bottom, and then it holds the incense stick. I paid £2 for that. I'd like to think I'll get £9.99 for it, but yeah, you'll probably notice as the videos go on, I do tend to pick up the Gothic stuff if I can find it. That is the remote to the bubble lamp, so we'll not lose that. Then I picked up these doggy people. I paid £2 each for these. They are by who's it by? Robert Harrop. Now, I wasn't going to buy these. I got these out of a charity shop, and I Google Lens one just to see if it was worth anything, if it was collectible. And the one that I Googled at the time come up with about $39.99. That one's been listed and sold for on eBay. So I decided to pay £2 each for these. So I got 5 in total, so I paid £10 for 5 of them. So yeah, I'd like to think I can get at least £20 a piece for them. Well, then we've got the Bulldog, what's this one? Bull Mastiff Town Crier. So yeah, I paid £2 for all of these. So we'll keep showing you these, and then we'll go on to the sales for the day. Now, if you watch other people's, a lot of people might save up the sales and show you everything at once. I don't get loads and loads of sales every day. Some days I might get 5, some days I might get 2, some days I don't get any. But so the other resellers might save up 3 days worth of orders and send them out on the day that they do to go out. I like to get mine wrapped up as quick as possible, in the post and gone. Because again, I'm working with a very tight space and I need the space to put more stock in. Yeah, then we've got the Staffy Bull Terrier Snooker Player. So again, all these were £2 from the charity shop. It probably wouldn't be something I'd normally get, this sort of stuff. But again, I was just struggling for stuff to find. I had money in my pocket and I was destined to spend it. This one, I don't believe is a branded one. So I'll probably do that one a bit cheaper. I'll probably do that one for about £10. But again, it's still in fitting with the collection. When I picked them up at £2 a piece, I'm not going to sit there checking the names on the back of them, on all of them. I just checked the one. This is the one I believe I checked, and I realised, yeah, that's my money. So that's the one I checked while I was in the shop. I did a quick Google Lens on it, and that one's going for $39.99, last sold on eBay. So that's what made my decision to get them, just off that one. Don't be afraid to Google Lens things in charity shops and stuff like that as you're going around, to see if you can get any advice on what things are worth, because, you know, they're there to make money. A lot of these shops depend on resellers going in to sell things. Obviously you get the older girls and, you know, people going around getting the clothes and stuff like that, but some of the higher end objects, they struggle to sell. So, and then they just get rotated from one shop to another. So yeah, Google Lens things while you're there and see if there's anything that's worth anything. I'm not afraid to do it. I'll do it in there, and if people ask me what I'm doing, I'll just say I'm a reseller. And I do give advice to shops. If I pick something up, I'll say to them, you know, it's probably worth a little bit more than this. If you get anything in again that's got this name on it, I don't mind paying up a little bit if I know I can make my profit back on it. If it's something that I think, yeah, I'm going to make a couple of quid on, I wouldn't say anything. But if they're selling something for £2 and I know I'm going to make 20-25 quid off it, I'll probably say to them, you know, up the price a little bit, because yeah, I'm going to make quite a bit on it. But that's the name of the game. We are here to try and make a profit. On the car boots, like with the electrics and stuff like that, I'm taking a gamble, because we don't know if they work like this. I didn't know if it worked, if the bulb were going to be broke, if it was just broke in general. But I took that chance, and luckily it's worked. Same with this. Brought it, took a chance, it worked. Fantastic. But then I buy the Dragon, and the wing is broke. So, you know, it swings and roundabouts, innit? Right, so let's get on to the sales. So I've got the Monkey. This is a vintage one. I can't remember what they're called off the top of my head, but you know, the older generation will know these are very old collectibles. So I got this from my mum's house. I gave it to her originally. I did a house clearance for an in-law whose relative had passed away, and they asked me to help clear the house, and I took this out of the house and gave it to my mum. She loved monkeys. She's having a massive clear out. She's getting to an age where she don't want to be dusting and looking after things, so she gave me this one, and I sold it for £40. So that was a nice big hitter for me for the day. It helps boost the profit up for the day. Then I've got a pair of Jack Jones shoes there. I paid £2.50 for these and I sold them for £11. So I've made £8.50 profit on them. We've got fees to come off that, but yeah, I'm happy with that. £8.50, £2.50 into £8.50 profit. And then my last sale of today, these was given to me from a house clearance again. So I paid nothing for them. They are Cotton Traders sandals, and I sold them for £7.95. So all in all, let's say 8 and 8 is 16, 40. So I made 56 quid today, but then I probably spent about 30, 40 quid on the car boot today around the charity shops. I do tend to, in my house, I've got a pile of stuff that I need to picture up. Once I pictured it, I bring it in here, then I go to my car boot that's full of stuff and I take another load into the house ready to picture up. So it's just like a rotation thing for me. But I tend to list 5 things a day, and then I will reduce 10 of my older items a day. So if you are active on eBay, I tend to find the more active you are, the more sales you make. Even if it's just reducing things, I think it picks up on the algorithm that you're active on your account, so they push your ads further up. So I'm hoping that, because I'm quite active on my eBay every day, that it will keep going up for me. Ideally, one day I'd like not to work in a caravan. I'd like to have a unit that I could work out of. But with the units, you've got the overheads of the rent, the gas, the electric. My page doesn't make that sort of money to warrant me having a unit yet. But if at one day, like some of the big resellers I watch, that help me along my way, I watch them buy things and then it gives me ideas what to buy. But they making sort of £300-400 sale days. I don't make that a week. If I make £150 a week, I'm quite happy with that. But I'm only part-time. I work as well. I work full-time. I work long hours at work. So I'm quite happy to make an extra £150 a week, £100 a week. It's just money to put away, and it helps pay for a little holiday away for me and my kids and stuff like that. So, but yeah, if anybody's enjoying watching what I'm doing, or it gives you any ideas, or it inspires you to have a little go yourself, you don't need loads of money to go out and start. Take 20 quid out your wages, have a walk around the charity shops, pick a few things up and start from there. Like I say, don't be afraid to get the £1 items to turn them into £2. It all adds up and we all start somewhere. Anyway, that's it from me today, guys. Thanks very much for watching. My YouTube page is very new, so it'd be lovely if people can like and share and subscribe to my channel, so people can start seeing what I'm doing. But again, thanks very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.